Hello, I'm Alex Gill with Anime on Location, and we're here at ASN 2011 with Alena Van Arendonk. How did you first get into the world of anime, Alena?
Kind of as a sideline, actually, in a roundabout way. And of course, I was a child in the early 80s when everything on TV had anime influence or was anime, and I didn't know it. I suppose my first quote-unquote gateway drug was Sailor Moon, which was the first series I saw in Japanese. And of course, that started down a long sliding slope of other things. But, you know, I grew up watching Speed Racer and Mysterious Cities of Gold and classic anime, and then Sailor Moon started me on the Japanese craze, and then I started getting other anime, and I started watching more things subtitled, and after that it was just the end of the world.
All right. Now with cosplay, there are plenty of photo shoots and very long masquerade preparation and long masquerade sessions. How do you enjoy the performing aspect of cosplay?
Oh, I love it. I think performance is a critical part of cosplay. If you're just wearing a costume and you're not acting like your character, you're not really cosplaying. You know, costume roleplay. So I think the performance is very important. I think it's very fun to act like a character you aren't. And I'm kind of a natural performer. I like to show off in front of people. You know, not in an arrogant way, but I love to entertain people. So my cosplay group and I do a lot of masquerades. We do a lot of emceeing. We do a lot of halftime shows as well, even if we're not participating as contestants, because we enjoy entertaining. I also did a lot of theater and impromptu when I was a student, and so it's kind of a throwback to that as well. I like getting up and doing improv and doing fun things.
Now, tell us what it meant for you to be a regional qualifier for Anime Central in the Yume Cosplay Contest.
It was an unexpected honor. It was very flattering to be chosen. ASN has such good competition. There's so many great cosplayers there. And for them to come out and say, we think you best represent the Midwest, was just astonishing. I didn't even know what to say. I thought they'd called my name wrong. I thought they'd called the wrong person. But it was very much an honor. It was also a lot of pressure because now we're thinking, oh, there are so many wonderful cosplayers in the Midwest, and now I have to represent them, and I have to be really good. So it was very, very flattering and very much an honor.
Tell us about the group And Sewing is Half the Battle.
And Sewing is Half the Battle is a group of friends in Indianapolis who, as our website says, we started this because we didn't know any better. We started cosplaying at our very first Anime Con, which was years and years ago, more years than I care to say. We decided to throw together some costumes the night before, and mine was held together with safety pins and duct tape because I didn't know how to sew, and none of us knew how to sew. And then we decided that it was kind of fun dressing up as characters, so we started dressing up as more characters, and then we had to learn how to sew, and then we had to actually get a sewing machine and figure out how to use it. And gradually our skills developed over time. But we mostly just love to dress up in groups of costumes, go out and interact and have fun, and do events.
Awesome. What about the path of becoming a full-time cosplayer? What challenges are involved with that?
Finding time, finding money, finding time. It's very addictive. That is the danger of it, is you can't stop once you start. So once you begin something like that, you find yourself dedicating more and more time to it. And I work 3 jobs. I'm a very busy person. I travel a lot for my jobs. And then I find myself only really having time to work on cosplay at the sacrifice of sleep or food or other things. But I can't stop because it's so addictive. So time is a big resource hog there. Also, we try to be as creative as possible, so we use a lot of things that already exist. We use a lot of found objects. For my props, I make a lot of props out of trash. I find scrap and things that are thrown away from other people, and I turn them into guns, or I turn them into swords, or I turn them into pieces of armor. The armor I'm wearing now is vinyl flooring. So I try not to make everything from scratch.
All right. What advice do you have for cosplayers that are just beginning with the hobby?
First of all, get involved. Congratulations, you've got a great hobby. Be involved with it. Second, don't ever not do something because you think you're not ready for it. My second or third costume was an incredibly elaborate ball gown that was way beyond my skill set, and I said, I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway. And even though the costume wasn't great when I was done, I learned so much from it that I'm really glad I did it. And later I was able to remake it better. So many cosplayers say, oh, I'm not confident in myself, I don't think my skills are good enough. Just go out and make it. You can get so much experience from trying to make things, even if it's not perfect the first time, and that's how you learn.
When you're watching an anime series, are you watching it for the sake of just enjoying the series, or are you watching it with the specific intent of pulling reference images and looking for, what do I want to do next?
little of column A, little of column B. No, when I watch anime, which unfortunately I don't have as much time to dedicate to that as I would like. I don't watch television at all, and I watch anime very little, unfortunately. But when I do sit down and I watch a series, I want to enjoy the series. And when I do feel a connection with a character or I really like a design, I will think about it from cosplay as I'm watching. But I don't watch anime only to find cosplay. I watch anime for entertainment, and then if I like a character, or if I'm reading a manga and I really identify with one character, then I start thinking about, well, it might be nice to play that character. It might be nice to wear that costume. And so I think that's secondary.
For fans who want to learn more about your work and what you do, is there a place that they can visit to find more about what you do?
Absolutely. We have a website, andsewingishalfthebattle.com. We also have a Facebook page. We also have a Twitter feed. And we're also on cosplay.com and all the related sites.
All right, thank you very much, Alena.
Thank you.